Hi, good morning. My name is Mamta Kodial and today I'm here with my new story. A story with a new meaning, a story with a new thought, a story which can challenge your thought process and give a new meaning to your life. So let's begin with our story.
Yesterday, I went to my son's school to attend the sports day. I was very excited to see him running and winning the race. I could see children from all classes, prep to 5th standard. So finally, the event started. It was happening class wise. I could see small little kids trying to stand properly on the start point. So it started with class prep. Some were focusing on the race, some were just figuring out what is going on. While this was happening, the sports teacher gave the signal to start the race. The kids started running. One was just standing on the start line as he could not understand what is happening. While the other kids were well practiced, they ran so well. The parents were cheering up, clapping, shouting, taking names, and finally, when they saw their kids won, they cheered up more loudly. They clapped. However, there were many parents who saw that the kids failed to win the race. They stopped clapping. They stopped cheering. In fact, the words I could hear were, "Oh, shit." Their smile dropped as they were disappointed. But these cute little kids were not knowing what went wrong. Now, every time when the race was happening, I could see the same thing. So, as the competition was going to the higher grades, I could see that the children were able to realize that they lost the game. And their faces, their expressions, and the words their parents were using when they were toddlers, small kids, they were now using the same expressions. And the same things were coming out of their mouth. So the non-verbal communication which the parents have fed on the subconscious minds of the kids. Overall, I could see that the kids who were winning the race were feeling so good. And the one who couldn't manage, they were feeling left out, discarded, not respected and accepted by the society. As all the parents and the teachers, they were not clapping or cheering up for the kids who were not winning. We should actually cheer up for the kids who are participating. I was shocked to see this, and so I was wishing my son to lose this race because I realized that in the past I did the same mistake and now it's time to rectify. I have to train my son how to handle such situation. It was not too late to start because when he will grow up, there will be many challenges for which I have to prepare him now. So once I realized, I started cheering up all the kids who lost the match because they tried so well. Later I could see other parents also cheering up these kids who were not winning the race, but they tried so well. So for all the kids who participated and managed to finish the race even after so many hurdles they faced. So now the moment came when my son was standing on the start line. I was cheering up to do his best, whatever the result may be. But finally he lost, and I continued to cheer him. But my son, to my surprise, he didn't look at me and just ran away to his class. I was scared. When he came home after the school, I hugged him and congratulated him for putting his best efforts. He looked at me with surprise and said, "Mom, is it okay to lose?" I said, "Yes." Winning and losing are just a byproduct of the efforts, planning, creativity, etc. So, from now onwards, we will first celebrate the efforts and the hard work which we have done. And when we are done with our emotion, when we cool down our emotions, we will sit and think and write down what went well and what we can improve. On this, he hugged me and said, "Mom, I was scared, but thank you for understanding me and supporting me. I love you."